Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Rachel Cush, and if you're new here, I do twin mom, motherhood, simplified living so you can do more of what you love. And so today I get to talk about one of my favorite things, which is mom tools for twins. And really those tools can be used for one baby, but a lot of them are just specifically for twins. However, if they make your life simpler, some of these are just amazing to have. So our twins are 1 year old, so they are actually still using all of these tools, except one, and I'll let you know which one. But all of this stuff I got after testing out and talking to a lot of other twin moms. First thing on my list that helped with the twins, these are my basically five. If I had to have another set of twins, these would be no-brainers for me. The first one is a twin bassinet. So I considered getting a two separate bassinets, but they took up a lot of space. We wanted them right next to our bed. And so we ended up going with a twin bassinet. I will link all of these in the description so you can kind of see what they are. But the twin bassinet was over top of a pack and play. It came with two separate bassinets that you could take in and out, and then a changing table. So it was really convenient because both of the bassinets fit right on top of the pack and play. And then if you know how big a pack and play is, it's pretty compact. And then we set it next to our bed. They also have other options, like I think there's something called the Halo bassinet that swings over the bed. But in the space that we had, it didn't make sense because there wasn't really enough room to swivel. It made more sense just to have a stationary bassinet. So the twin bassinet worked with them for the first, I want to say 4 months. They slept in there next to our bed. It was easy to take apart and clean. It was easy to move from room to room if we had to, although it basically stayed by our bedside. The other thing that was great was that when we went anywhere with the boys, we could pop off the bassinets on top and then use the pack and play on the bottom. And so for 4 months, they slept in the bassinet, and after that, we used it as a portable changing table. And then after that, we used it for a playpen because they used the pack and play. We actually just gave the pack and play with the twin bassinets to another couple who are having a set of twins next month. So we were able to rehome it. It was super sturdy, still in beautiful condition. And so I highly recommend it. After the boys were too big to be in the pack and play, because after a while, two giant 25-pound babies do not have enough space in the tiny pack and play, we actually turned it on its side and used it like a fort. This worked wonderful. The boys found it super amusing, and it's one of our favorite indoor activities is building forts. I can actually link the video below where I go over all of the indoor activities we love to do with the pack and play fort as one of the options. The second thing, and I really should move this to the first thing, but there's kind of two parts. Feeding, breastfeeding or formula feeding tools for twin moms. You're going to go through a lot of breast milk or formula. That's just how it is. You have double the baby, so you have a lot of feeding time. We got the baby Breeza for formula. We got the Elvie breast pump for breastfeeding, and I'll just go over both of those quickly. The baby Breeza is basically a Keurig for formula. You put the formula on the top, you let the machine know it has a whole like encyclopedia of different formulas, the mixing components, like how they should be mixed, pre-programmed so that you can find which one is yours and it mixes it correctly. It has 3 temperatures of water. You fill the back with water, and then you press how many ounces, anywhere from 2 to 10 that you need, and you put the bottle underneath it and hit go, and it makes a bottle in like 3 seconds. That doesn't seem like a lot until you're doing 12 feeds at 2 bottles, and it's in the middle of the night and you're trying to measure and you're trying to have warm water, and it was so overwhelming. We didn't get the baby Breeza until the boys were about 3 months old. It was a game changer. It saved us so much time. It made the feedings a lot less stressful. When I was really tired sometimes, I would have to reread the instructions on the formula that I was giving them all the time just because I was so tired I couldn't remember the ratio. So that was a huge time saver, a huge stress saver. The milk was always warm, and all you had to do was refill the water and the formula, but it holds a lot. So I really recommend, if you're making a lot of bottles a day, or you have people who are helping you care for the babies and you want to make it easier on them to just be able to whip up a bottle, the Baby Breeza is amazing. They have several, I think they have 2 styles, but truly one of the biggest game changers for us feeding the twins. The second thing was the Elvie breast pump, and this is a portable all-in-one wearable breast pump. And for me, when I had 2 hands full all of the time, I always felt like pumping was taking me away from helping with the twins, or like the cords were coming out and the babies were like grasping onto them, and it wasn't like I could keep them both on one side and the pumps over here to the other. So I invested in the Elvie breast pump, and I truly believe it saved my pumping breastfeeding journey, because I might have given up or at least been under a lot more stress trying to pump and take care of the babies. The Elvie allowed me to put on the breast pumps and still play with the babies. There are no external wires or anything, so they couldn't grasp onto it. I could hold them, I could walk around the house with them, I could burp them, I could feed them, all while pumping. And so if you haven't checked it out, I have a couple videos on how it works and how to like use it to get the best out of it, as well as even how to pump when you're out of the house. This thing is incredible. I've pumped during work meetings, I've pumped at the airport, I pumped at a conference last year in Vegas. It really made breastfeeding and pumping 1,000 times easier. And with the boys just having so much to do all day, I felt like I could be a lot more a part of their care while still pumping 8 to 10 times a day in the beginning. The Boppy Infant Lounger. This pillow is something the boys still lay on, read books on, play with toys on, and take bottles on. I will say we got one as a gift, and then once we realized when they were really little, it was perfect for us to have 2 babies and be able to hold the bottles while feeding them, but it tipped them up just enough for them to be at a good angle. Believe me, it's almost impossible to hold both babies and both bottles. You're just kind of like this. It's very hard when you're feeding them by yourself. So the Boppy Infant Lounger allowed us to lay the babies down and hold the bottles for them at the same time. It made one person feeding 2 babies a lot easier. But as the boys got older, it also helped with them being on the floor, like if we needed to sit them down before they could roll over. You don't let the baby sleep in this. They have dozed off, but we were right there. Like if they napped in them, we were right there watching them. Once they were able to roll over, we didn't let them nap in there anymore, but we let them lounge in there. And obviously always supervise. You don't want them to roll over when they're first learning in the Boppy pillow. But as the boys are older now, they use those Boppy loungers to lay down and read a book, or lay down with a toy and play. Especially when they're getting tired and it's close to nap time, we find them going over and just laying their head down on it. They also still use it to drink a cup of milk or a bottle at night. So we take them, you know, with their bottle, and we lay them down, and they kind of signals to them that that is their like resting pillow before they go to bed. We still use that pillow multiple times every single day. We ended up getting a second one immediately after realizing how awesome it was, and I feel like that's one of those gifts that for a new mom, like just a nice, comfortable, well-tilted, you know, pillow for a safely tilted pillow for a baby to lounge on, and then later a toddler to relax on, is such a cool thing. I like just genuinely didn't think a pillow would be that useful, but we fed them, we relaxed with them on it, they play on it, and we still use it to give them their milk. So still going strong on the Boppy Infant Lounger. Even though they're not infants anymore, they still love lounging on that pillow. The last twin mom tool that I'm going to share with you today is going to be the Even Flow Stroller Expand Kit. This has transitioned from the infant seats to a full-blown, you know, toddler stroller. I really recommend it because the price is awesome. It can go from a double stroller to a single stroller. The attachments are on the stroller itself. So you get the stroller, it has the attachments for the baby seat up top. We got the click-in car seat carrying so that it could also click into from the stroller into the car when the boys were really little in their infant car seats. And then at the bottom of the stroller, the piece that you hook the second baby seat into just flips out. So there's no like putting it together or anything like that. Like every time you want it to go from 1 to 2 seats, it is just simple as flipping out the attachments on it. So simple setup. Their infant car seats snapped right into the Expand Stroller Kit, and then you could snap them out and put them into the bases in the car that you would click the infant carrier seats into for their car seat. That worked up until the boys were about 8 or 9 months. Then they just were really big. The infant carriers were super heavy, and so we ended up swapping them into larger car seats that now just stay in the car. It's still even flow. I think it's, I'll have to link, I think it's their gold car seat, but it goes anywhere from infant all the way up till 10, and it goes from like rear facing to front facing to booster seat. So has a lot of life in that one car seat. But now the same stroller set that used to have the infant car seats that could snap in, it came with one toddler seat, and we only had to purchase one additional toddler seat, and it uses the exact same clip-ins to put the toddler seats on as it does for the infant car seat. So now same setup, the bottom snaps, you just snap the chair into place, you snap the other chair on top, and you have a double stroller. And again, if somebody, just one baby in a stroller wants to use that car seat, the bottom pieces just snap in, and it's a very compact, really good looking single stroller as well. I loved the versatility of this. I loved how easy it was to attach the multiple different seats we used, and I love that we only needed one stroller that also connected with our infant car seats and now connects with our toddler seats. I think they have a ton of great products. We chose the infant seats that we chose because they were good for preemies. We knew the boys would be probably a little early and a little on the smaller side. And so it has great ratings as a preemie car seat as well. So if you guys are looking for an awesome twin stroller that's going to take you from compatible with infant car seats all the way up to toddler seats, is compact, easy to use, easy to set up and break down, that is your stroller. Those are my big main 5 tools that I feel like just made juggling twin infants a little bit easier with all the hustle and bustle. These things really help simplify our life. The last 2 things I will tell you. We do cloth diapers, but we still have a diaper genie because we go through a lot of wipes, and there's just a lot of stuff. Like with twin babies, if you weren't cloth diapering, you would be going through tons of diapers a day. A diaper genie was a gift we got that I was like, will we even use this? We use it. We use it for wipes. We use it for everything except obviously the cloth diapers, but it is like an all-inclusive trash can in the baby room. But I could see if we were using regular disposable diapers, how that thing would be a godsend because it literally gets a ton of use. And the last little bonus thing that I would say, I'm sure this will work for every baby, but the boys tend to wake each other up a lot. Having 2 babies in one room, they love to be together, but they can also, while they can sleep through what sounds like a plane taking off, other nights, if one of them is up, they'll wake the other up. Having a sound machine that is loud and helps them sleep has been really good for us. On the nights that the sound machine, I have forgotten before, they'll both be up and I'll be like, why are they both up? And I'll walk in and the sound machine is off. That sound machine works wonders, again, for 1 baby, 2 babies, but with the boys being loud when they wake up sometimes, the sound machine really helps damper all the noise that one twin might be making while the other is sleeping. So a sound machine is a good idea. All right, guys, those are my twin mom tools that really helped us. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. I love to make videos like this and share what's working for us as we juggle momhood together. If you have any tools that you think are absolutely the best thing that ever was given to you or that you bought in raising your twins or in your babies in general, leave it down in the comments below. I love to see what worked for you guys. I'm gonna go downstairs and play with our very loud and active boys. They are excited. They just got back from a walk. They go for walks in the evening now, so I'm gonna go downstairs and hang out with them. But thank you for joining me. I can't wait to talk to you guys next time. Bye.